Speaking of gross things, hey, fellow crappers, it's your old buddy, your old pal, R.D. Reynolds here once again with Wrestle Crap Radio. And as always, on the other end of the tin can and string is the Paul Roma to my Jim Powers, Mr. Blade Braxton.
Oh, yeah, that's great. Love it.
Hello, everyone. This is your Action News reporter with all the news that is news across the nation on the scene at the supermarket. There seems to have been some disturbance here. Pardon me, sir. Did you see what happened?
Yeah, I did. I was standing over by the tomatoes, and here he comes.
You know, it wouldn't be Wrestle Crap Radio if we didn't at least, dabble into a trip to the grocery.
I don't think it would be the world we know, the reality as we know it if we didn't have a trip to the grocery on there. The Earth might stop on its axis.
It may well. So we'll start it off here. Grocery, one small food mart item I have to get out of my system. Green Rice Krispie treats.
Yeah.
Have you seen these yet?
I haven't been to the grocery store in about 6 weeks.
Remember when we were kids and cereals would do tie-ins with like movies or cartoon characters?
Oh yeah, I love the tie-ins.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of tie-ins, have you seen the R2-D2? I hate to go off on another tangent. We'll get back to your Rice Krispie treats. But have you seen the R2-D2 mailboxes?
Yes.
Kind of disappointed they didn't dress the United States Postal Service in the midst of their Star Wars promotion. Didn't dress the mailboxes up as Boba Fett. That's all I got to say.
Well,
for IG-88.
Let me explain a little something to you, okay? Economics.
You wouldn't drop
101.
a letter into an IG-88 mailbox.
Not saying I wouldn't drop a letter into an IG-88 mailbox. This is the point here, Brainiac. The mailboxes kind of look like R2-D2. Okay, so it doesn't take a whole heck of a lot to modify the mailbox and make it really look like R2-D2. But if you wanted to go and be all wacky and make it look like Boba Fett or Jabba the Hutt or whatever, you would have to really modify the mailbox.
No, you wouldn't. And as a matter of fact, I'm about ready to go commit a federal felony by going and getting a gray can of spray paint and spraying the R2-D2 gray or silver and gluing a Coke can to the top of it, and it'll look like IG-88.
And all I wanted to talk about was how they have Shrek Rice Krispie treats.
What about them?
Nothing. The thrill is gone. The moment is past. Got too much to cover this week. Too much to cover. Hear that right there?
What is that?
Legal letter from globalinternet.net.
Yeah.
Apparently they're not too pleased with us. What do we usually say whenever we plug globalinternet.net?
You'll get the spunk in a female's eye if you go with globalinternet.net.
Legal letter. Dear Mr. Reynolds. It's always bad when it starts off like that.
Good. Keep my name out of this.
And Mr. Braxton. That's even worse. Global Internet Services Incorporated is a world-class service provider offering network consulting, web design, web marketing, and web hosting to families, home offices, and small to medium businesses. Demand is made accordingly that you immediately and permanently, this is where it gets bad. I want you to pay attention because we need to follow this. Talked to the legal firm, and they said we do need to follow this. A, cease and desist from the verbal use, spelling, or implied gestures that becoming a customer of global internet services inherently provides the ability for accomplishing screwing, F***king, bossing, finger banging, balling, or other specified sexual encounters enumerated in Attachment A. I don't even want to get into Attachment A. Proper terms such as coitus, lovemaking, mating, carnal knowledge, and sexual intercourse are perfectly acceptable. Just keep that in mind.
What about whoopee?
That's not on the list. B. What did you just say? What did you just say?
Damn.
B. Cease and desist from the use of the word damn to describe our web hosting services. Use of phrases like best darn web host or gosh, a really good web host would be more appropriate. Global Internet Services makes no warranty, either expressed or implied, concerning your feelings in the morning. If you can remember that in the future, that would be. Lord Alfred, if you please.
Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
Believe it or not, we actually have a second sponsor to this here radio program. Can you believe this?
I am in total shock. I'm in disbelief, to tell you the truth.
I actually have copy to read. Can you believe this? On this radio show? Copy?
Copy? Ooh.
I'm going to read it now. And I'm going to do it right. We're not gonna make any goofy, wacky, laughy noises.
Laughy noise.
No laughy noises. I'm gonna do this right. Right here, and you know what I have in my meaty fist right now?
Something small?
No, it's something huge. My WWE Niagara Falls Cup.
Oh, I see. Boy, that sounds good. What are you sipping on this week?
A little Aqua Tuo. Tired of Vince Russo? Pissed off at Vince McMahon? Looking for a reason to punch Vincent the Manservant? Well, then come to angrymarks.com, an equal opportunity hater for all men named Vince. For the latest in pro wrestling news, Ring of Honor DVD reviews, free Lucha Libre and wrestling podcasts, plus an RSS news feed that's your own personal faxtrolla, visit angrymarks.com. Proud sponsors of WrestleCrap Radio. Can you believe this? 2 sponsors now.
Can I make fornication references to Angry Marks? Nah, I probably shouldn't. That's a lot of
cease and desist from the verbal use, spelling, or implied gestures. Screwing, F***king, bossing, finger banging, balling, or other specified sexual matters. Don't want to do that.
Okay.
Let's try and be on our best behavior. Try and be on our best behavior.
As always.
Mm-hmm. Woo! What a start we've had to this show.
Could be the greatest show ever.
The mailbag.
A lot of interaction on this site.
Mm-hmm. We should probably wear condoms. There's so much. Wow, thanks. But you'd say something.
You nailed. You made me speechless.
Are you awake this week?
No, this is the
Do you
first
have your pants on?
I got my pants on, but this is the first WrestleCrap radio I've done laying down with my head on a pillow.
Mr. Disco Inferno is apparently in deep trouble with the law. He was running basically a casino. Gamblers would have to pay a fee of $10,000 to get into the game with a basement that was converted to look like a casino. Players would sign up and pay a $10,000 entrance fee online, then receive an invitation to the location of the game. The game was ongoing during the bust. So apparently the police came in and found poker chips and waitresses serving drinks. That's pretty hardcore whenever you sit there. Not only have you decorated your basement to look like a casino, you have the dealer there. You also have waitresses. So, on to other wrestling news. I don't know. Did you this week there was ECW? Did you catch that?
CM Punk turned heel. He's new breed. He's